Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Bellingham. And here's Ibrahimovic. He won't be happy with that one. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. And no, he's seen through all of that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, played right into his path. Oh, just skipped, shot a goal! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Good running, strong and purposeful. Showing good feet. Too much on that, it's gone out. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking to play him in.
Shanghai Shenhua always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Zanetti. And now they can clear their lines. It's gone out for a throw-in. Zanetti, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Thuram. João Neves. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ibrahimovic. Passes short and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ambitious ball here. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. That's really well manoeuvred. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. João Neves. Grimaldo. Now it's Thuram. And it's Grimaldo. Stam clears it away. Ibrahimovic. Time and again they are repelled. Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Zanetti.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
João Neves. And the counter is on. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Bellingham. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Zanetti. Spread it left. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Thuram, aimed at the far side, cleared away. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you
Just
need
a
your
quick
players to
reminder
step
today,
up, Peter,
please
be
refrain
brave,
from
see all that
parking
courage.
outside
They
this
need
stadium.
to have
Thank
a
you
big
very
start
much
to the
for your
second half to
cooperation.
give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Vietnam just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he cuts out the supply. He shifted it to the flank. Can he spark a counter here? And again they run up against stubborn defending. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Schlotterbeck. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Crosses it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Always onto this. It's a promising position. Zaire Emery. Vietnam are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Bruno Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. Takes a shot! And no mistake. And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hullet. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. João Neves. And it's Bellingham. Under an awful lot of pressure. Zaire Emery.
That's good play from him.
And here's Dembele. Now it's Zaire Emery. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Bellingham. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
Oh, he's enjoyed that.
Number
He
11,
evidently loves the
Gullit.
contest.
Number 22, Varane.
Lovely
Number
pass,
10,
but can he get there?
Del Piero.
And that's
Coming
been
on the
intercepted.
field,
He read that
number
really well and
19,
stopped it.
Schneider. Number 12,
Pulisic. That's a
Van
risky
Basten.
ball, you've got to say.
Number 17,
Shanghai
Alvarez.
Shenhua truly seem
Number
to be
14,
at loggerheads in trying to
Van
sort
Dijk.
this out.
Number
Is it the passing
25,
or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Substitution.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's a sharp little ball here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Zaire Emery. Zanetti wins the duel this time. Zaire Emery.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pulisic. Great defending, strong and determined. Seedorf. And it's Schneider. Solar. Nicely weighted ball. Backward it goes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pulisic. Tries to play it through. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's one-on-one,
2
surely!
minutes has been
And
indicated.
Dijk did well to stay calm there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Vietnam.
And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Hello, attendees.
Your reflections
This is
then, Jim.
a Lost
Well, the look on the
Children's
manager's
announcement.
face says
Would
it
the
all.
father
He
of-
knows.